You ever get that jolt, like lightning down your spine, when a story grabs you by the collar and won't let go? That's how 1944 hit me. I was knee-deep in Yellowstone lore, rewatching 1923 for the third time when the news broke. Taylor Sheridan's next prequel would drop us into World War II, with the Duttons fighting to survive not just the land, but history itself. My cowboy hat-wearing heart nearly exploded. Picture this: 1944. The world's on fire. And there's John Dutton II, barely old enough to shave, but already carrying the weight of a dynasty on his shoulders. His father, Spencer, battle-scarred, grieving Alexandra, but still standing, might be the only thing between him and the abyss. And then there's Patience Dutton's name on that gravestone, whispering secrets from 1931. Was she Spencer's lost child? Jack's legacy? A ghost haunting the ranch before the war even claims its dues? This isn't just another chapter by Sheridan, as he's got a knack for making history feel like a knife fight in a saloon. You don't see the blade till it's buried in your ribs. So yeah, I'm counting down to 2026 like it's the damn apocalypse. Because if 1923 taught us anything, it's that Sheridan doesn't build stories. He builds war zones. And the Duttons? They're either walking out with blood on their boots, or not at all. And exploring those high stakes is exactly what we're doing today. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the next chapter of the Yellowstone universe, 1944 Season 1. What we know so far. The buzz is real, and after the emotional roller coaster of 1923, I'm both excited and a little nervous about what Taylor Sheridan has in store. We've got some official details, juicy fan theories, and a whole lot of speculation to unpack, so let's saddle up and get into it. The setting: World War II and the Duttons. What's 1944 all about? As the name suggests, it's set in 1944, right in the heart of World War II. This is the next prequel after 1923, and it's expected to explore how the global conflict shakes up the Yellowstone Ranch and the Dutton family. Think rationing, wartime tensions, and maybe even some of our favorite characters facing tough choices. Paramount Plus has confirmed the series, but they're keeping the plot details tighter than a lassoed calf. I'm already imagining scenes of the ranch struggling to keep going while the world's at war. What do you think the vibe will be? The characters. Who's coming back? Let's talk about the Duttons we might see. The 1923 finale gave us some big clues. Spencer Dutton, played by the incredible Brandon Sklenar, survives until 1969 and raises his son, John Dutton II. By 1944, John II would be 21 years old, which makes him a prime candidate to take center stage. Could he be the new lead, navigating the ranch during wartime? I'm picturing a young, fiery Dutton trying to live up to his family's legacy. Then there's Spencer himself. Since he's still alive in 1944, there's a chance we'll see him, maybe as a grizzled patriarch. Brandon Sklenar has said he's game to return, which has me hyped, but it'd mean aging him up quite a bit. Do you think Sklenar could pull off an older Spencer, or should they recast? Let me know in the comments. The Patience Dutton mystery. Now, here's where things get really spicy. Patience Dutton. If you watched Yellowstone Season 5, you probably noticed her gravestone, marked with a year of 1931. Fans are obsessed with figuring out who she is. The leading theory? She's the daughter of Elizabeth and Jack Dutton from 1923. Elizabeth was pregnant in the finale and planned to head back to Boston after Jack's death. But hold on, the plot thickens. Remember the dialogue at the end of 1923 hinting Spencer took comfort with a mysterious widow he refused to marry? Patience could somehow be tied to Spencer through this woman. Could the widow actually be Elizabeth herself, returning to the ranch after enduring tremendous loss, perhaps even to bury Patience? That tragic scenario could set up some heavy emotional storylines, maybe even influencing Spencer's storyline. There's even chatter that another child that Spencer have fathered might be with this enigmatic widow Elizabeth, adding yet another branch to the tangled Dutton family tree we might see explored in 1944. Others still speculate she might simply be adopted. The mystery has me hooked. Could Patience be a key player? Is her story just a tragic flashback? Or is it tied into this widow theory? What's your take on this? Casting rumors, Matthew McConaughey and Tom Hardy. Speaking of casting, there's a big rumor floating around that Matthew McConaughey might join 1944. Yes, the Matthew McConaughey. Some fans think he could play an older Spencer, but others aren't so sure, pointing out the age gap with Brandon Sklenar. Another theory is that he'd play a new character, like a Dutton cousin or even a villain stirring up trouble during the war. Fans are split. Some are thrilled at the idea of McConaughey's charisma in the Yellowstone universe, while others worry it might overshadow the story. Would you love to see him in 1944? Or do you think it's a risky move? Hit the comments with your thoughts. And wait, there's more. Tom Hardy's mom has been whispered too, possibly as an army captain clashing with the Duttons over land for a military base. Hardy's grit in Sheridan's world? That's a showdown I'd pay to see. Plot theories, war, drafts, and D-Day. Since 1944 is set during WWII, there is huge speculation about how the war will shape the story. One big question is whether John Dutton II will be drafted. At 21, he's the right age, and it could create some intense drama if he's torn between the ranch and the battlefield. Another theory is that the series will stay focused on the home front, showing how the war affects the ranch through things like food shortages or women taking on bigger roles. D-Day, which happened in June 1944, is a massive historical moment. Could it be a turning point in the series? Maybe with a Dutton involved overseas. There's also chatter about John II's half-brother, mentioned in 1923. Who is he, and will he show up in 1944? Fans are dying to know his name and what role he'll play. I'm betting Sheridan's got some surprises up his sleeve. Production and release. On the production front, rumors suggest filming might kick off later in 2025, with a premiere slated for 2026 on Paramount+. Like 1923, we'll probably get a cast announcement first, followed by a trailer that'll have us all freaking out. There's some talk that 1944 could be a one-season deal or stretch into multiple seasons, depending on how Sheridan wants to pace the story. Either way, I'm ready for more Dutton drama. Fan hopes and concerns. Fans are hyped, but cautious. After 1923, some folks have mixed feelings about Sheridan's storytelling. There's frustration over pacing and character deaths, like Alexandra's, which some think was a missed opportunity for 1944 flashbacks. Others are just excited to see the Dutton legacy continue, especially with a WWII backdrop. I'm torn. I love Sheridan's epic style, but I'm hoping 1944 gives us a bit more closure than 1923 did. What's your biggest hope for the series? Why This Matters 1944 is shaping up to be a pivotal piece of the Yellowstone puzzle, connecting the early 20th century prequels to the modern-day saga. The WWII setting offers a fresh angle, and mysteries like Patience Dutton and the half-brother keep the speculation alive. Whether it's a single season or a longer arc, I'm all in for more of Sheridan's gritty, emotional storytelling. So, where do you stand? Are you pumped for 1944? Or are you holding your breath after 1923? Do you think Patience Dutton will steal the show? Or is John II the one to watch? And what about those casting rumors? McConaughey, Hardy, or both? Drop your theories and hot takes in the comments. I want to hear it all. For more Yellowstone updates, smash that like button and subscribe. Check out my 1923 finale breakdown on the screen for a refresher before 1944 drops. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.